Okay, so now we're going to use a stakeholder analysis to determine like who needs to do what. So in this case, the stakeholders are the patients, the medical staff, mostly the nurses, and then the management. So looking at the requirements for the project, each stakeholder has a different role in that. For the patients, all they have to do is just show up at the ER. Medical staff need to attend those trainings that are going to be provided. And then the management needs to make sure they arrange the trainings, including time for the nurses to get to those trainings so that they could actually receive the information and then implement the plan. What does the project need? The patients need to understand the teaching that's being given to them. The nurses need to pay attention and learn from the training. The management needs to be organized so that the staff can actually get to the training, and they need to have sufficient knowledge to actually implement the training. So they might need to get educated themselves by burn nurses, burn staff, so that they can come with adequate knowledge to teach the ER nurses. Attitudes and risks associated with this. What do we need from the patients? They need to be open to the education that they're receiving. They need to actually listen and learn. Medical staff need to have a positive attitude and commit to the implementation of the training. You know, nurses are like learning new things all the time. It's so hard to remember every little thing that we have to teach our patients. But in order for this to work, the nurses need to understand the importance of this. They need to have a good attitude and implement this new training that they're learning, the patient education. Management needs to be committed to providing the training. Nurses cannot change their patient education without adequate training, and so management needs to be committed to making sure that each nurse gets the training they need. And then for the action to take on the patient's part, they need to actually increase that protein intake and follow up at a burn center. The nurses need to actually implement the changes based on the training, so they need to provide the patient education consistently. And the management needs to create the curriculum and provide the training.